The five-point consensus reflects ASEAN's long-standing principle of non-interference. But years on, progress on the Myanmar crisis remains limited. Dr. Fuadi Pitsuwan from the Surin Pitsuwan Foundation stresses the need to rethink its implementation and whether ASEAN can explore new approaches while staying true to its values.
The five-point consensus hasn't progressed as well. Some people said that it has failed. I think I have to say that you have to understand that the five-point consensus is a license to intervene. It's a license to intervene. It is very important. We talk a lot about non-interference, but if you look at the document, the ability for ASEAN leaders to agree to that statement is an achievement. The problem is not the achievement. The problem of the wording of the five-point consensus, the problem is the delivery of it, the implementation of it, the execution of it. And it's not correct to just expect one single country, one chair to solve the problem in 1 year. So what we may actually need is a roadmap of each year what each chair should do, right? So that Malaysia come in and then, okay, Malaysia do this, and then next year when the Philippines takes over, this is what Philippines should do in next year. And I think this is very important in order to realize, because this is a 20, 30 years project, right? To help our Myanmar people achieve their dream, achieve the stability that they need. It's a long-term project. And I don't think we can expect Malaysia to do everything, to solve everything by this year. The fact that the PM is engaged on this, wanting to do more, is already very good. And then the discussion on appointing a permanent envoy, a longer term, not just a yearly basis, is a good initiative. And I hope that is agreed on and pushed through because it will allow for a continuity of on how ASEAN deal with the issue. And that is one. There has been discussion on Troika. Troika means the chair will work together with the former chair and the future chair. This will help with continuity as well. And the most progressive proposal that I want to make is, in the ASEAN Charter, there is ASEAN 50, which call for ASEAN Charter to be reviewed every 5 years. And I don't think that has really been triggered or been actually followed through. And I think we ought to look at ASEAN Charter of how we could improve it, what is lacking. One particular issue is the principle of non-interference, right? Yes, we understand, we are committed, we should be committed to principle of non-interference, but there should be some room to navigate. For example, principle, we could agree, we could commit to principle of non-interference unless but some caveat, some space to maneuver, for example, on issue of crime against humanity, genocide, on big issues like this. Maybe there may be some way to circumvent this principle. Right? And in reality, it's a myth that ASEAN adhere to principle of non-interference. Because if you look at 1978, ASEAN and Thailand intervened in the Cambodian crisis then. In 1999, some members of ASEAN worked together with Australia to intervene in the East Timor crisis. In 2005, ASEAN worked together with EU to implement Aceh monitoring mission in the Aceh conflict. In 2008, we went into Myanmar to help with the cyclone Nargis relief. So the belief that we adhere to principle of non-interference is a myth. And I hope we do find ways to do more in Myanmar, even though it may borderline interference, but there are diplomatic ways to do it and still gain respect by the international community, because they really want us to be able to solve this issue. And if we can solve this issue, I think the world will have one less issue to worry about. Right now, I don't really want to internationalize this. There has been talks about bringing the U.S. in, and I don't think the U.S. will not be interested, and I think that is a blessing in disguise. I think the matter should be kept within ASEAN, and I think if we can work together towards restoring some semblance of stability and even beyond stability, helping Myanmar people achieve their hopes and dreams. We can envision the end state of what we see Myanmar and help them achieve that. I think that would be a big achievement for ASEAN, and it can start with Malaysia.